G'day guys, Wybot here, and this is a bit of free-for-all on the map Gondola with Ruby's daddy and a couple other guys, you know, Bush Chook and Gloves. A bit of fun game here. It was played earlier on today on Mother's Day. Yeah, it got pretty hectic. That's why I put the footage up there. I come second or third, I can't remember, but I'll just put this clip up there because I'm just going to be talking about tattoos. And you're probably wondering why you're talking about tattoos. Well, this is a rambling segment of mine. Look at this. Boom. The bell goes off. But I'm going to be talking about tattoos because I'm fairly experienced in that area. In case you aren't unaware of, I have probably 3 or 4 small tattoos and 2 incredibly large sleeves. Basically, my left and right arm are covered. And I want to talk about getting tattoos and really thinking about it. I mean, a lot of people say, yeah, small tattoos, you don't need to worry about it. But in my advice, I reckon you do. Put a bit of thought behind it. Trust the tattooist, you know. Learn what to look for. Get to know the tattooist, the tattoo studio, see his work, and see if you like him. I mean, if he's a complete arsehole and you still want to get the tattoo, go somewhere else where you're going well with the tattooist. There's no point in getting somebody who's going to mark you for life who's a prick. Pure and simple. That's how I view it. Yeah, small tattoos are good. Don't go for the general trendy ones like the rockabilly ones or the Sailor Jerry they're called. Get something you want and get something for you. It doesn't have to mean anything. It could be something special to you. It could be a bit of a laugh. But get something which is for you and not because it's part of the trend. That's the best thing I'm going to give, advice I'm going to give to you. What else advice? Well, basically never get a backyard job done. I don't care how good the tattooist is. Never get a backyard job unless they've had 20, 30 years experience and they're trying to get a job into a tattoo parlor, which my tattooist was, the guy did my sleeves. I wouldn't even bother, mate, because quite frankly, you know, backyard jobs, they're trying to get their apprenticeship up and they've got to go into the shop and do it that way. The whole safety reason and things like that. But the main thing is I want to also talk to you about tattoos is you really got to sit down and think about it. If you're getting a big tattoo, in my view, any tattoo that's going to be over an hour is a big tattoo. You've really got to sit down and think about it, and you've really got to get to know your tattooist. Okay, it's a very personal thing. Those that tell you it's not, they're full of crap. It really is a personal thing because it's a lot of trust and a lot of patience between you and the tattooist. Now, when I first got my big dragon in Amsterdam, the tattooist was really good. I was on holidays, first time in Europe, and I got it. And it went halfway down my arm. Now, it was only black and grey. It wasn't coloured. Trying to find a tattooist in Sydney to colour it, I didn't really, didn't gel with any of them, and it wasn't good. Until I met this German tattooist for a friend of mine, and lo and behold, he did the left arm, he coloured in the dragon, and then it just went on from there to where I got 2 sleeves. To the extent that he did my left arm in black and white, an amazing piece that I said to him, the right arm is yours, all I ask is a bit of colour. Now, with that entailing, he did add a bit of colour, but even though I said it was all his, I trust his judgment, he still checked with me. He still double checked, he said, what do you think of this, what do you think of that? And, I'd be in the chair next to him for about 8 hours at a time here and there, 8, 9 hours. And, you have to get along well with your tattoos, particularly when doing a big job like that. When you are getting a tattoo like that, I do recommend that you have a good, decent meal in the morning. You don't go out on the piss the night before. A lot of people do that. I've made that mistake. And what happens is it thins your blood, guys. So when they're doing parts in the inner arm or other parts of your body, you tend to bleed a lot more because your blood's quite thin because of the alcohol. And they have to stop tattooing that area or they stop it altogether because it runs the ink out, makes a messy job, and they can't get their lines right. Now, if you know anything about tattooing or you want to know anything about tattooing, it's all in the lines. They'll talk to you about lines. They want to get their lines right. Thick or thin, it's the lines, okay, guys? So if they can't do the lines, they're not going to do the tattoo. Don't argue with your tattooist. They're marking you. It's pure and simple. Trust me, I've seen a lot of people do it. And, and I'll be flat out honest with you guys. Every tattooist I met are eccentric and different in their own way. And they are. I mean, they'll get up and walk away. My tattooist, classic example, he refused to finish his tattoo on a Saturday night because it was getting late. He wasn't going to do a good enough job. The chick was incredibly hot, but he got up and walked away. He didn't bother arguing with me. He said, I'm stopping the tattoo now. Come in tomorrow morning. I won't charge you any extra, but I'll finish off and do a better job. She argued and she said the customer's always right. Well, that might be the case in David Jones or Coles, but then when it comes to tattooists, unfortunately it's not, which is going back to what I said earlier on. Pick your tattooist. I've met very moody tattooists. I've met very violent tattooists. I've met really cool tattooists. So just pick your tattooist, what's best for you. And that's pretty much it. Now, people say, oh, but you've got a generic tattoo. I do have Japanese style tattoos, but I do not have the full traditional Japanese tattoo. Now, the reason for that is because if you read up a bit about the culture, I'm not getting those Japanese tattoos. One, because I'm not in the accuser, or a criminal, and two, I'm not not Japanese. I respect the culture, so I have tattoos which represent the samurai and the geisha lady and several flowers and plants and dragons, which I love dragons and I love plants being a horticulturist, and I love the Japanese culture for the way they look after their trees and their discipline in the trees, you know, the whole bonsai thing. So that's my personal reason. But main thing is get tattoos for you. You know, get tattoos for you guys. Nobody else but for you. Don't go around showing them off. They don't make you tough. And don't, you know, look, think twice about getting on your hands and neck. And really think twice about any tattooist. If your first tattoo is on your neck, mate, I'd question that tattooist. Because I know a tattooist called Gaz, and he said, mate, everybody he's tattooed on the neck have had to have a minimum of 45 hours tattoo work on it before he even thinks about that. And depending on who you are, he might talk you out of getting a tattoo on your neck. If you want to travel with tattoos on your hands and necks and fingers, doesn't matter how good or classy they are, it's an extra hour in customs, mate. Guaranteed. Guaranteed they'll search you and everything, because it is, regardless of what we might think how trendy it might be with all the TV programs, tattoos on your neck and hands represent gang and criminal affiliations right across the globe, not just here in Australia. So think wisely about that. But hell, I'm all up for people getting tattoos, and you're probably wondering why I'm talking about tattoos, because a lot of gamers are getting tattoos. You know, tattooing is getting a lot better, the inks are getting better, the tattooists are getting better. And by that I mean you get your favourite character tattooed, or whatever game you're really into tattooed onto you. And I'm guilty of that. I have a tradition every time I go on holidays with my big bro, I always get a tattoo with him. So when I was up at Nimbin, I got a tattoo of the Crimson Omen. Now the tattooist only been tattooing for 2.5 years. I saw his work, and you know what? This is a Crimson tattoo, and I have got great tattoos on my arms. And I thought, you know what? I'll give this guy a go. And I was pleasantly surprised. He said to me straight away, "I'm gonna have to make it bigger. Gonna have to work the lines out." He asked the right questions. Did you hit the piss last night? Are you stoned? Because it's Nimbin. And I said, "No, man, I'm completely sober. Let's get it on." And mate, he did a good job. I mean, it's not the best tattoo, but it's far not the worst, and it's, you know, it's unique. It's something on my ankle. So there you go. That's me rambling on about tattoos. Feel free to ask me when I'm online about tattoos as well, man. I'll talk your head off about it. So that's me rambling. I did get the Reaper skin last night, the Reaper medal. I think that's the best thing Judgment has going for it. Look at this. This is insane in this part. We're all just running around throwing shit at each other, man. It's just a bloodbath. But anyway, as I was saying, got the Reaper skin last night. As you can see, I got the Reaper medal there. Fantastic. It's the best thing Gears of War the community ever done with the Reaper thing. I've got footage of it as well. Very bloody scary. It made me poo my pants a couple of times. Awesome. It's why I keep on playing Judgment. I've only been really playing free-for-all on Judgment, so there you go. And once again, congratulations to Baz. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. And I will be doing another competition. Hopefully I can get all the regulars in, Knucklehead, Crush Cos, you know, and I will maybe, all those kind of dudes. But in the future, I will be before I go on holidays, definitely get some Gears of War 3 footage back up again. And yeah, I hope you like the videos. Leave a like, subscribe, or a comment, or ask me, you know, message me. Feel free about tattoos. Tell me what you think, you know, because I do know a fair bit about it, and maybe I can put your mind at ease, you know, and go from there. And maybe recommend a couple of tattooing studios to go to, or tattooers. So as you can go, I'm coming third, and I come third, and there's Moist Grandma. So anyway, thank you very much, guys. Frag and tag, and remember, have fun. Catch up.